are discussing about the HTML elements. In the previous videos, we have covered the HTML tags, lists, links and tables. Coming into this video, we're gonna discuss the HTML frames. HTML frames are used to divide web browser window into multiple sessions where each session can be loaded separately. To divide a web browser, we use the frames where each session will be loaded separately. Okay, a frame set tag is a collection of frames in the web browser window. This is the frame set is a 1 mark question. What is mean by frame set? We need to write it as collection of frames in the web browser window is known as a frame set. How to create a frames? Instead of using the body tag, we use a frame set tag in the HTML to use frames in the web browser. In the previous videos, we have seen we are using the body tag to write the content of the body, right? But in this, we are using the frame tag to use the frames in the web browsers. A frame set tag is used to define how to divide the web browser. This tag will define that how we should divide the browser into multiple sessions and we need to load them in a separate manner. This frame tag will be defining that. Each frame is indicated by frame tag and it is basically defined which HTML document shall open into the frame. Each frame is indicated by the frame tag. Each frame will be indicated by the frame tag and it basically what it will be defining that HTML document where it should be opened in the frame. It will define that. To define that, we are having the attributes called row attribute and the column attribute. Row attribute means it defines the horizontal frames, whereas the column attributes means it defines the vertical frames. This is a view of the this is how a frame tags will be defined in the HTML document. Let's look in some type and descriptions of the HTML frames. SRC. SRC is a tag which is used to load the information in the frame. It's a file which is used to load the information or a file name into the frame. Next, name. This attribute allows you to give the name to the frame. This attribute is used to give the name to the frame. Okay, name will be given to the frame and it is used to indicate which frame a document should be loaded into. It also defines what the frame that has to be loaded into the document. It will define that. Okay, next, frame border. Look at the frame border. That means if we are interested to give a border to the frame, we use 1. That means yes. If we are not interested to give the border to the frame, we will be using a 0 so that no border will be displayed. Next, margin width. That means it allows you to specify the width of the space. That width of the space when we are writing the from the left to right, it provides a space width. Okay, space width between those two. And body and border and the content. This is the border. If we are writing the content here, it defines the width between the body, defines the width between the body and the content. Next thing is margin height. Margin height means when there is a web browser like this, it specifies the height of the space between the top to bottom of the frame and the body. When border and the content, when we are writing something, it specifies the height between the top to bottom. In the previous way, it has been defined between the from the left and the right. Here we are it allows the space between the top and the bottom. Let's look into the example. Let's take the document type is HTML. We are writing the HTML. We have to write the head, right? In that head, we need to provide a title that it's a frame tag. And we are closing the title. After that, we will be closing the head one. Here, in the previous videos, we have used the tag body tag, right? But in the frames, we shouldn't use the body tag. So we are using a frame set tag. Frame set tag, SRC means which will be having the information in that frame 1 HTML and frame src frame to html, frame 3 html. After writing these all frame sets, we are closing the frame set. Okay, this is the heading of that, and we are writing some frames under this, frame to frame 3. After writing these all, we need to close this frame set. After that, we will be closing the HTML. This is how we will divide a web browser into frames. Okay, in the next video we're gonna discuss about the HTML forms. Okay, if you like this video, please like, share, subscribe to my channel.